Good morning. It's Monday, March 24th, and as usual, I have tried to find another subject that would be interesting and different to discuss. And I certainly think that I have come up with one right now that is very important. And it deals with about 14,000 individuals who I will call members of the transgender sex community who happen to be serving in the military at this present time. And right now there is a big hullabaloo about the U.S. transgender troop policy. And there was a court filing that says any service member or recruit who has been diagnosed or treated for gender dysphoria is disqualified from serving unless they can prove they meet specific warfighting need and adhere to severe restrictions on their day-to-day behavior. So as I said before, there are 14,000 members in the service. And this was before this whole hullabaloo about their particular sex orientation has come to pass. This memo effectively bans transgender members from openly serving, directing the military to identify service members who have current diagnosis or history or exhibit symptoms consistent with gender dysphoria within 30 days. It directs officials to then begin separation proceedings within another 30 days. Now, I can recognize the fact that gender dysphoria can cause problems in the military, but if the person who has that particular lifestyle and who wants to serve in the military and is willing to follow the military guidelines, then I see no reason why they should be disqualified. And this policy existed before Donald Trump became president. We had members of the LGBTQ community serving in the military forever. As I said, there are 14,000 members of that community in the service right now. And that number represents the totality of that community in the world. So we have 2 million military members and 14,000 of them fall into the category of sexual orientation of a different value, so to speak. So this executive order that was filed suggests that there is a lethality and an integrity of the military that is inconsistent with what transgender personnel go through as they transition to the gender they identify with. And it issues an edict that gender is immutable, unchanging during a person's life. So I think they're trying to say if you're a woman, you're a woman, and if you're a man, you're a man, and even if you think you're something else, you're not. But if a person who has that particular condition, I will call it, and believe they are a different sex than their physicality practicality says they are, but they are willing to abide by the rules put down in the military, then why can't they serve their country? Why can't they? There are many people who over their life have to live a certain way in order to fit into the community. And they do so. So I don't believe that transgenders should be disqualified from anything they want to do, as long as they abide by the rules of whatever that job consists of. So if a transgender person who seeks to enlist can prove on a case-to-case basis that they directly support the war-fighting activities, or an existing member who happened to be diagnosed with gender dysphoria can prove they support the specific war-fighting need and never transition to the gender they identify with, while also proving over a 36-month period that they are stable in their biological sex without clinical significant distress, then why shouldn't they serve in the military if they want to? If they sign up and they identify right up front that this is what they are, and they are told the rules and regulations that they must abide by, then why can't they serve? I see no difference between that situation and the situation with many different religions that might have a problem serving in the military. So if they are told that they must use the bathroom facilities that equate to their physical sex, then they must do that. And if they have to sleep in the sleeping quarters that relate to their physical sex, they should do that too. And if they are going to be called by some official recognition that relates to their physical sex, such as being sir or ma'am, they have to accept that also. Now, the LGBTQ community doesn't like this set of rules. I can't say that I necessarily blame them. But if you want to be in the military, then you have to give something up. And if it means that the gender that you think you are cannot be tolerated in the military, then why do you want to join in the first place? Why do you want to go through the aggravation if your life is going to be put on edge? But if you believe strongly that you are military qualified and you want to serve, then you should have to abide by whatever rules they set down for you. So if you have a dedication to this country that you want to fulfill, go and do it. But do it under whatever set of rules they have. We can't have a separate set of rules because you have a separate set of rules in your sexual orientation. So I'll leave you with that this morning. Have a great day.